The moon hangs like a cold silver coin over the asphalt wasteland of Lot 42, casting long skeletal shadows that dance between the rusted husks of abandoned sedans. This isn't the high-gloss sanctuary of a Sony soundstage. There are no mahogany desks here, no polished glass, and certainly no bottled water served at room temperature. Here, the air smells of ozone, stale exhaust, and the palpable, metallic temps of desperation. You can hear the distant hum of the freeway, a low buzzing dirge for the dreams that came here to die. They call it the parking lot edition, a gauntlet of commerce, where the stakes are life, death, and 15% equity. Out here in the gloom, 5 silhouettes sit atop weathered milk crates, their faces obscured by the flickering glow of a single dying street lamp that buzzes with the frantic energy of a trapped moth. These are the sharks, but they aren't the ones you know. They haven't tasted sunlight in years. They thrive in the margins, feeding on the carcass of the next big thing. To your left, a woman in a tattered power suit adjusts a monocle that reflects nothing but the void. To your right, a man in a trench coat countlessly snaps a stopwatch that hasn't ticked since the 90s. They don't want your pitch deck. They want your soul, or at least a very favorable valuation on your artisanal gluten-free fog machine. The silence is shattered by the screech of a rusty gate. A lone entrepreneur emerges from the fog, clutching a prototype that looks suspiciously like a toaster wired to a human heart. The pavement beneath their feet is cracked, a tectonic map of failed startups past. Every step echoes like a heartbeat in a hollow chest. "State your name and your nightmare," whispers the shark in the middle, his voice a dry rasp like sandpaper on bone. The humidity clings to your skin, thick and suffocating. As the first pitch begins, it's a scene of suburban Gothic horror, a young man trying to sell a revolutionary app that predicts exactly when you'll run out of milk, while a stray black cat watches from the roof of a 2004 Corolla with eyes that see too much. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a discarded steak knife, the kind sold in a late-night infomercial. Is it a business opportunity or a ritual? In the parking lot, the line between a Series A funding round and a cautionary tale is thinner than a cheap business card. Welcome to the tank. Watch your step. The oil spills aren't just patches of grease, they're the ink of contracts signed in the dark. The young entrepreneur's voice trembles, a thin reed vibrating in the chilling wind. He presents his disruptive invention, a pair of night vision goggles that only show you things you'd rather not see. The sharks lean forward, their silhouettes lengthening across the cracked pavement like ink blots on a Rorschach test. The woman with the monocle lets out a dry, rattling chuckle, a sound like dead leaves skittering across a tombstone. Market cap. The entrepreneur stammers, citing a projected growth of 200%, but his words are swallowed by the darkness. One of the sharks, a man whose face is hidden behind a frayed surgical mask, slowly raises a hand. He doesn't hold a deal sign. He holds a weathered blood-red velvet pouch. "I'll give you the capital," he whispers, "but I want 40% of your dreams. The literal ones." But here, they prefer the marrow. The atmosphere shifts as the next contestant arrives, a woman, dragging a heavy metallic trunk that emits a low, rhythmic thumping. She doesn't offer a handshake. She offers a warning. Her product is an AI-driven life optimizer that guarantees success by removing unnecessary human variables. The air grows colder, the street lamp flickering violently as if trying to scream. The sharks are silent, their collective gaze heavy with a predatory curiosity. They aren't looking for a profit margin anymore. They are looking for a successor. "Is it scalable?" asks the man with the stopwatch, his finger hovering over the button. "Can it optimize the regret out of a bad merger?" The woman smiles, a sharp, surgical expression that doesn't reach her eyes. "It can optimize the heartbeat right out of the boardroom." The dark humor of the situation is unclossed on the shadows, the absurdity of a pitch meeting in a purgatory of parked cars. Here, going public means your secrets are broadcast to the crows. As the sharks begin to argue, their voices rising in a discordant, ghostly chorus. The mist thickens, erasing the exits. You realize then that the parking lot isn't a location, it's a trap. And as the final offer is whispered into the cold night air, you have to wonder, is the investment worth the price of admission to a nightmare that never ends? If you've survived this tour through the asphalt abyss, leave your soul behind in Lot 42. Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to ensure you never miss a descent into our next twisted tale. The sharks are always hungry for new blood, so drop a comment below and tell us what's the one invention you de-risked your sanity to pitch in the concrete graveyard. Share this video with a fellow dreamer before the fog rolls back in. And remember, in the parking lot edition, the only thing more expensive than failure is the cost of staying alive.